Wow, today might have been one of the most insane days of my life. Welcome to another best day ever. In life, you have these moments, these incredibly important moments, entire days where you know everything is about to change. It was one of those days at the office today. One of those days that like no one at the space station was gonna forget. The first couple hours of the day were just busy. I was on so many calls. I was doing interviews, ESPN, Esports Observer, local news. So many people were wanting more information on our announcement today. So what today is for us and for you guys, it's finally happening. It's the partnership, the Utah Jazz, Spacestation Gaming, officially partners, which means the Jazz are getting more into esports, which means we're growing esports in Utah, which means Spacestation Gaming is gonna continue to grow. This is everything we've worked for. This is why we stopped building our house, was to build this. And today's a big day for it. Push with your foot. And ironically enough, on top of all of that, we had house meetings. So that's why you see Jenny and Adley at the office, which, especially on stressful days like this, it's so awesome to have the family stop by. Decompresses, step away from the work and the stress for 30 minutes, 1 hour, and just spend time with Adley. I came back with Adley because Jenny had to stay later at one of the house meetings, and we ended up going for a walk outside, playing in the grass, and we built a bird nest that a bird can live in someday. If there's any birds watching this vlog, please go live in that nest because it would make Adley really happy. And then Albert's awesome at capturing all the behind the scenes moments of the space station. Even these like personal moments with Adley where I think we're just outside having fun. Completely capturing all the moments that I want to be sharing with everyone on the vlog. Anyways, reeling it in. Back to the storyline. If there's one thing I hope you guys have learned from this channel, it's that make every day the best day ever, and when important stuff is happening, you gotta go all out. Put everything into it. That's what me and Alex did. People on the space station! Ready to go to the game? Everyone out front. Let's go! Out the door. Hey! Yeah!
Oh, that's pretty cool!
This is awesome.
Yeah, the unicorn!
We called the exact same limo people that did the doves out of the limo, then we did the pony out of the limo. We have our we're like locals now at the limo place. They're like, oh, you guys again, let's go. What's your guys' limo thing?
Bella Limousine.
Bella Limousine, Utah, hit it. Albert, get in here.
This boy's laying down.
Save you enough space, man.
Let's go.
What a ride, eh?
But hold up. That's not just any limo. That's the exact limo from like this old rock band called Pantera. So we had Brandon and Chicken rocking to Pantera. Shonduras, I think, requested like Bruno Mars. Holiday with his old school rap. You know I requested that Space Jam. I really don't even know how to explain it. I'm surrounded by my wife and all my friends and all my business partners, the people that worked so hard to have built all this with me. It was just one of those moments where I looked around and surrounded by all the most important people to me. Couldn't ask for a better team. Anyways, we're not getting all mushy with this. Oh, and then this was the weirdest part of the day. I didn't realize they were just gonna roll right up to the arena like that, drop us off at the curb in front of 500 people, rock into Space Jam, and then everyone looks at us and we're all like wearing the same shirts. This is a little bit weird. Everyone's looking at us. So we hurried and got inside the stadium, met up with BJ from the Jazz. We got this fully catered meal. I know we have a partnership now, but I will never stop being thankful for all the awesome stuff you guys are doing for us. Seriously, A+. So from there, we had like a group of seats down here in the lower bowl, and a group of seats down here in the lower bowl, and a group of seats up over here in the lower bowl. We had all these awesome seats, but they weren't all together. Everyone at the space station is friends, and everyone likes to hang out, so we all just started like moving around musical seats. The footage is kind of funny because you'll notice everyone's just in different spots. We're just rotating. The game was so hyped. That arena just brings the noise. Shonduras loved it. I think she said that was her first basketball game. The Holidays were sitting on the other side. I look over, Holiday and Lori are like taking this like cutest selfie ever together, right as the Jazz like do this insane drive to slam dunk. Crowd just erupts around him. Definitely one of my favorite shots of the night, but not my favorite shot of the night. Let's talk about that. The partnership, the announcement of Space Station Gaming times the Utah Jazz. It was at halftime. The Jabberwocky people that like dancing, stuff like that, you know, Jabberwockies. Put a clip here. Those guys, they did the halftime show, and then the Space Station Gaming announcement was right after the halftime show. So we were all nervous, we didn't know what to expect. Pretty much everyone from the Space Station crew just like spread out across the arena to get different shots. It was on almost every single TV. Anything that was a television in the arena said Space Station Gaming. Like, how is that even possible? We started Space Station Gaming at the end of June last year, which that was a soft start. We didn't even start creating content and signing a bunch of teams till 4 months down the road. I always say it like, take a little opportunity, turn it into a big opportunity, find what you're passionate about and get after it. Best day ever. Like, and all these things I always say, I say them because it's what I believe in. It's what we did with Space Station Gaming, and it's working. If you want something so much and you work so hard, like, you can get it. So, the announcement, let's cut to the announcement. Space Station Gaming times Utah Jazz, hit it. That was tonight. That's why when I said the most insane day of my life, I actually meant the most insane day of my life. All of our lives. That was best day ever stuff. That was good, right? I mean, like, leave a comment about it, because there's probably a lot of cool comments you could write about how cool that was. I'll read your comments. Then, as if all these announcements and all this hype and the loud crowd isn't enough, the game was insane. And then Alex and Jenny, wow, talk about a bonding experience. I didn't know those two were so into basketball. They were like freaking out and yelling at the refs and booing, and I was like, whoa, they're some basketball fans. And that's chicken at a basketball game. That's pretty much what I expected to happen. But the chicken that you don't see right now is the chicken that was freaking out because that Jazz video that was just on the Jumbotron, that was Chicken's baby.
Chicken, how insane was it seeing your video that you made up on the big screen?
That's the whole reason I came here, is just to see that, because it's good.
Chicken made that entire Jazz video. I'll put it at the end of this vlog. It's spicy.
He spent the past like 4 days. It hit with the music, it told the story, it talked about every single one of our games. Chicken, you killed it. No, that was us. Chicken, you know what, we did good. I'm proud of us. I don't know who's gonna win, and the referees were making crazy calls, and the players were super intense, and people were falling and fouling. We couldn't get a freaking defensive rebound. I think the other team got like 7 offensive rebounds with a minute left, and they were only down 3, and then they missed 7 shots in a row. Like, Oklahoma, sleepers. How'd you miss those last 7 shots? Jazz were sleeping because they let you get all those rebounds, but you guys were sleeping on those air balls. Westbrook, whatever his name is. Bruh, you had like 4 air balls tonight. Like, I didn't know pros just straight up airballed. Like, that's like stuff I do. You're a pro. But we did it. We won the game. Utah Jazz, Donovan Mitchell completely crushed it. Everyone rushed down the court. BJ, our Utah Jazz guy, like, let us go down there. We got the most amazing group photo. Get ready, you're probably gonna want to screenshot this for like a desktop wallpaper or like a giant poster to hang over your bed or something. Pop it up, Brandon. Boop. Am I right? What a good team. Like, I could 100% get all mushy and talk about how much I love my team and all the people I work with for like the 3rd time this vlog, but I'm not going to. Gonna pop up that picture again. Boop. And it wasn't just the team, it was the fans. I met so many people there that were like, I saw Spacestation Gaming on the giant TV. I had to take a bunch of pictures. If you guys ever take pictures with me, tag me for sure so I can at least see the picture. I want to be like commenting on them, following people back. Just best day ever stuff. Yeah!
Spacestation Gaming are gonna beat the world champion team!
Space Station will take it.
Every year, Space Station, they tie up the series 1-1.
I think traditional sports are successful because of the passion. You can see it through the players and on all the fans. Esports has that exact same passion, but it lives online. It lives through social media. So yeah, just best day ever stuff, and then we run out of the doors, I think, and then that's the end. It like goes to black for 1 second, and then it plays the Space Station Gaming announcement, like the full thing perfectly, and then it does an end card and a funny end clip. I think we're good.